Hey, Summit Worship family. This is Tristan Ford, Central Music Director and Music Director at Briar Creek. You're probably receiving this video because you are on our February 15th plan of Sunday services, in which we will be doing a new song and new arrangement of that song for our church called Again I Say Rejoice. It is a classic. It falls in the same vein as You Are Good, which is also on the same plan, same artist, and I would recommend you also pair this video with the You Are Good video that Wade and I made a few months back. Your worship leaders should also have sent you this video along with that one. So let's get into it. All right, so Again I Say Rejoice is a classic Israel Houghton style gospel song in which I like to say pocket is king. What that means is regardless of whatever instrument you're playing, you'll want to stay locked into that click. I'm primarily a keyboard player, but it's relevant for our bass players, our drummers, obviously, all of our guitar players, and even our vocalists. Now, what makes this song feel a bit difficult is that much of the arrangement and parts of the pocket land on the and of the beats. Snare is going to stay on 2 and 4. You're our driving factor. You're going to keep us in line, but everybody else plays on these ands of beats. For example, the intro of the song, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what that pocket feels like for our instrumentalists. So this is a song where if you have to count, don't be afraid to do that. In fact, I'll do a playthrough right now, playing through the song, and we'll cover everything that I've done and what you should feel in terms of that pocket as we're going through.
1, 2, chorus, 2, 3, 4. Chorus, 2, 3, 4. Interlude, 2, 3, 4. Verse, 2, 3, 4. Verse, 2, 3, 4. Pre-chorus, 2, 3, 4. Vamp, 2, 3, 4. Chorus, 2, 3, 4. Chorus, 2, 3, 4. Refrain, 2, 3, 4. Ending, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so as you've seen, there's a lot of parts to that song, and a lot of hits and a lot of arrangement pieces, band lines, all the things. I think that's what makes it fun as a musician, and I hope you find joy in learning this song and even stretching yourself even more. But let's go through all of these pieces individually. I'll try to be as brief as I can. So let's start with this open chorus that's coming right out of You Are Good. The main part that every band member should be playing is that bass rhythm. both of those choruses, we are all staying on the 1, while keys and maybe an EG are going through those chords that are highlighted in the chord chart. So that is something I would recommend, setting up a click on your phone. If you have a metronome at home, setting up a click and just locking this in. And then separately locking in your right hand, especially for our keyboard players, where the chord changes happen on the and of beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And that is pretty much throughout most of the song. All right, let's move on to the verse. In my opinion, this is one of the hardest parts of the song to play, mainly because that rhythm we've established between our left and right hand switches up just a bit. There's a lot of syncopation in this verse. In the vocals, pretty much every line, every word is on the end of a beat. Bless the Lord, come bless the Lord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Same with keys and e.g. The changes happen on the and of 1 and the and of 3. So our chords are 1, then we have flat 7 over 1, 4 over 1. Those changes happen quicker than they did in the chorus and outside of the pocket. So that is something I've had to practice slowly. It's somewhat become muscle memory for me, but take some time to just feel that out. A big hack within these verses is to sing the melody in your head. Everything is kind of, though it's syncopated, it's going with the melody. The chord changes, the special part in the song where we do 3, 4, 5, 1 on the upbeats is all with the melody. If you go back and listen to the playthrough, you'll hear how it all fits together. I would say take some time to practice these verses slowly. Practice with the click very slowly, and gradually, as you're getting closer to the time that we'll do this song together, increase the time of the click. There are other parts of the verse that I would like to highlight. On the melody, which is also on the ands of notes, His holy name, we have a walk up, a band line in the first verse. We do the same walk up in the second verse, but keys add chords to it. The chord chart is correct in the chords to play. So I will play this slowly for you, this entire verse. It's a lot, but I believe in you. You've got this. Just requires some practice. Verse 2 is just a little bit different than the first, in that in the walk up on His holy name, we're adding chords to that. It's not just singular notes. Instead, it's chords, which the chord chart highlights what those chords are. But before that, in Come Bless the Lord the second time through, there are some chord changes that might feel a little bit awkward as it's a little bit outside of the key. So I'll play an example of it, and then I'll explain in detail what those chords are and how they work and what voicings you should play on keys. So what those chords are is F sharp in second inversion over that E, and then you bring it down to first inversion, so that third goes to the bottom. And then you have F sharp diminished in second inversion. So F sharp diminished, F sharp, A, C. You take that C, bring it down to the bottom. And that is your F sharp diminished chord back to E major. That is on the and of every beat. F sharp, F sharp, F sharp diminished, E. Now in the second half of the song, we have a double chorus and a refrain. The first chorus is pretty much standard. It's just like the first. We won't highlight any of those arrangement pieces in that chorus. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say, rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say, rejoice. There's a break on the top of chorus 2. There is a band line, arrangement line that you do not have to play, but we do come back in on the 6. So it's rejoice in the Lord always and again. I would recommend, just for the sake of being consistent throughout the choruses, play that E, F sharp to the C major 7 to the D major 7, just to highlight that melody. Again, not necessary, but it's a nice touch. In the second half of that chorus, we have a band line. We start on the 1/3. Again, all of these lines happen on the and of beats. That's why the pocket is so important in this song. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say, rejoice in the Lord I would internalize, listen to the song as much as you can so you know, this is where the lines are. Then we go into the refrain. This is the final section of the song. Our journey is nearly complete, and it's very much like the opening of this song, except we're actually going through the chord changes, but the rhythm is nearly the same. So you might recognize that walk up with a little bit of a change. I'll go through that. Before the walk up, there is a walk down from the 5 to the 3. You know that part of the walk up already. It's E over G sharp, F sharp over A, E over B. This is where it changes. We're going to that F sharp diminished in second inversion over C. That's where it changes. So your bass is G sharp, A, B, C, and then up to the C sharp. It's like a passing chord up to the 6. And your right hand is E, F sharp minor, E. Then we have that F sharp diminished. So bring back that same voicing. You can play it here. And then up to the 6. And there you have the rest of the song. Ends like normal. To the flat 6, to the flat 7, to the 1. Big celebratory 1.